Ladies and gentlemen and bandaholics from around the world, welcome back. It's that time again. I was just so ecstatic. I am so excited for these all new bands. I just had to make a video. So this is going to be a really quick one. I've never done a video like this before, but for this video, this will be focused on an initial first impressions on my thoughts about the two new Pride bands that Apple just released. So as is typical Apple in their newsroom today, May 24, 2022, in celebration of Pride Month being next month, it was due time that Apple come out and let us know of their new creations. Normally we receive one band, we occasionally get two, so Apple was being generous this year. They're both really awesome. We have a predominantly white band and a black one, both being sport loops. However, one is the Nike variant. Now, most of you have already seen both of the new bands and a lot of you have already placed the order, so have I. They should get here on Thursday, and that is when you should expect the first video review. Only way to not miss it is to hit that red subscribe button, and you'll also want to hit subscribe as every single band video is accompanied by a giveaway. Veterans of my channel know this all too well. So if you don't want to miss out on any of that action, you already know what you need to do. But guys, like I mentioned, comment down below which one you prefer and which one you think is the better one. And without further ado, let's get the show on the road. So I do have one live spectator here in my audience. My cat Bean, she's just looking at me right now. Bean, say hi, Bean. So Bean is just as excited as I am. All right guys, so let's start with the first one. The first one is gonna be a white sport loop, and it looks really nice. And this time around, Apple used a new technique that they have never used before. So check this out. I obviously don't have the band yet, but if we look at these pictures here, this new band looks spectacular. So on most of Apple's Pride bands, we have the standard red through violet, just going through those colors of the rainbow as is seen on the LGBT flag. But on this new one, it appears that they added just a little bit of new colors to that gradient, including brown as well as black to round it out. It looks really gnarly. But what makes this band really special is the specialized Pride font found right on the band that's supposed to mimic Apple's old hello from way back in the day. I want to say from way back in the 80s. So according to Apple's newsroom press release, turns out that they used a new technique to remove several of the double layer nylon woven textile loops on the band to reveal the word Pride in a cursive stylized font. And like I said, its inspiration was from the original hello greeting displayed on the first ever Macintosh back in 1984. My only pet peeve about white bands is although they look absolutely majestic and beautiful, you already know that on day one, it's gonna get really dirty. And trust me, I have several white bands up here on my wall, and as much as I love to wear them, just because white is such a clean color, it looks so majestic, especially when it's brand new. But as some of you guys know, especially if you live in places that have a lot of dirt, or here like in Georgia, we have a ton of pollen in the springtime, you just better watch out. Make sure you don't get them dirty, because the slightest smidge on there ruins the whole experience. All you can do is look at the eyesore of the stain. So that's just my thing. However, we'll have to wait until we get them in the studio to review them and take a closer look at them, showcasing them on every single available watch casing and color. You guys already know how I do it on my channel. So I'm really excited for that one. Once again, it's a sport loop variant coming in at $49 a pop here in the States. Now in stark contrast, once again, we have a yin and yang kind of thing going on here. It is the black 2022 Pride Nike Sport Loop. Now this one, just like the white one, also has a wider gradient. From the picture that can be seen right here, it also looks like brown was added to the gradient, and of course black by default. Then again, the two streaks flanking the band on both sides is black, so there's that. But what I find fascinating and interesting about this band is that it is the first Pride band, at least to my knowledge, from Apple that has a black background. Most of the other ones either feature a white background, either that or it's the entire rainbow gradient with no background, just the colors from the LGBT flag. Now this one I am extremely excited for. And because it's a Nike variant, it's presumed that it should also have that reflective yarn. That way, if you're running at night or happen to be outdoors and a car or light shines on you, it will reflect. That way your ass doesn't get ran over. The two new Pride bands were also released with accompanying watch faces and both look pretty gnarly. The watch face that is advertised with the black Nike Sport Loop is more of a rainbow color, so make sure that you have plenty of battery because watch faces such as this one are known to just drain that battery. Both watch faces should be available for download right now. Just make sure your watch is updated to the newest software in order to snag them. The watch face that is advertised on the watch Sport Loop though is really gnarly. It seems like it has splashes of color everywhere with thin little streaks running vertically up and down, and of course showing your time digitally instead of on an analog clock. I find it to be really gnarly, and most, if not all, Pride watch faces have animations. If you turn that crown, you'll be able to see the watch face jiggle or animate, which is always a really nice touch. Once again, guys, this video was meant to be really quick. As you guys can probably tell, I'm really excited for this new release. Every single time bands come out, it's just another opportunity to hang yet another band up on my wall. So guys, I'm not too sure yet. My first impressions tell me that I'm gonna dig the black one a little better. From what I've seen online, that's the band that most people are ordering. What's so interesting is that while filming this exact video for you guys, I got my email letting me know that these two bad boys are officially on the way. Man, that is some great news. So guys, once again, let me know which one of the two you prefer down below. As some of you know, Apple has done this ever since 2016, and it's really nice to see Apple show inclusivity across some of their products. They've also done this in the month of February for Black History Month for 2 years in a row now, and that's very commendable in my opinion. So if you're a collector of bands just like me, or happen to support the LGBT community, or maybe you are a member of the LGBT community, you're not gonna wanna miss out on these bands. I have a feeling that just like every single year, they're gonna sell out extremely quickly. And then after that, you would have to resort to eBay, which after a while, these $50 bands start to climb up in price, and some of the rarer bands from 2016 or 2017 start to be priced up there at $150, $200, or possibly even more as time goes on. So guys, I'm really excited for this release. Look out for these reviews coming by the end of the week. Do not forget to join those giveaways. This time for the Pride bands at the conclusion of Pride Month, I'm considering hosting a live stream where I will announce the two winners live on my YouTube channel. So if you want to stick around for that, make sure you hit subscribe. Stay tuned for the best and most informative content on the internet when it relates to tech. And I'm clocking out for now. Got to finish the rest of my coffee, but I cannot wait to catch you all in the next one.